welcome back to another video back on the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel. In a previous upload to this one, I said that I'd actually, I think, done the right thing for once, and I was going to go and buy, or I had bought, a little modified car, and this is that car that I mentioned in that video without mentioning it, of course, because I'm mentioning it in this video. So this is my 1998 Toyota Starlet 1.3 Sportif, and as you might be able to see on camera already, it's a little bit low. So I've actually nearly bought one of these cars before, and it actually happened to be a white Starlet, but I'd seen this advertised on Facebook Marketplace and I kept scrolling. It'd then been reduced by £100, and I ended up saying to the guy, look, I like the car, just what's your lowest price? Basically I ended up buying this car for under £1,000. It's got 11 months MOT, it's a little bit rough around the edges, I'll show you a walk around the car in a minute, and it's got 125,000 miles on the clock, which #JDM isn't bad. So I bought this car from a chap like me, probably in his 20s. He hadn't had the car very long, but what he had done is lowered it in his time, and this car isn't on springs, it's on coilovers. I believe they're just cheap coilovers, but in my opinion, coilovers are coilovers, lows are lows. And I think this car had been in the same family for a little while, so I think an elderly person owned this car. They then passed it down to their granddaughter or something like that. I'm still waiting for the logbook to come through in the post, so then I'll really find out how many owners this car has had. So yeah, let's take a look around. Right, so let's take a look around. So a couple of things on the front that I do like is the previous owner has put the square number plates on, and we also got a nice little sun strip. Last time I had a sun strip on my car, I badly fitted it on one of my baths I had, but I really like the square number plates. It's actually something I was inquiring about the day I knew I was going to buy this car. Then when I turned up, I was like, oh my god, it's already got the square number plates. That was really odd. So yeah, obviously it's in white. Haven't really had many white cars at all, I don't think. There's a couple of little grazes on the front bumper there. So this car was on alloy wheels. The guy sold it to me on the Steelies, which is fine because I want to then buy some cheap alloy wheels, used ones, and stick them on the car myself. But annoyingly, we've got 3 black Steelies and 1 silver. But you know, whatever, the tyres seem pretty good. I think they're just budget ones, to be honest. But yeah, the car's not low as in she's scraping, but yeah, the wheels are definitely tucking. She looks really nice at this sensible but low ride height. So we've got the nice little graphics on the side mould in there. That's a standard little thing. An important thing for me with this car is it doesn't have any rust, so although it's a bit tatty around the edges, I can certainly live with that. Just wanted a modified car really that I could make my own. For example, this strictly static sticker, I've had that for like 5 years, and I've finally found a car that I can stick it on, and proudly so as well. Onto the rear, it's just really nice and cute. Again, another little mod that's happened in the past. This has been de-wipered, which is, I like it basically. Got the square number plate on the back as well, and we have the all-important Driven 24/7 sticker. Do have a high level rear brake lights, that's pretty cool. Standard little exhaust, although it does sound pretty nice. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just old car thing. So on the rear here, we just have a bit of a graze to the bumper, but I haven't touched it up yet, or haven't even tried, so whatever. There's no major dents on the car as such, really. There was I think there was a crease in one of the arches. That one's okay. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a crease in the driver's front arch, but yeah, it just looks nice and tidy, and it's just clean on the eye, and that's what I wanted really. No central locking whatsoever on this car, so each door has to be locked manually as such. Really liking the seat pattern. They just need a bit of a clean or wet back or whatever, but yeah, really nice and cool. We got the wind down windows in the back. There's absolutely no luxuries on this car whatsoever. And then we even got wind down windows on the front, so all wind down windows. Seats are really good. A little cigarette burn in the seats, definitely wasn't me. And the dash is all pretty good. Steering wheel's nice as well. The dials are very basic, no rev counter. There's 125,000 on the clock. These just light up in a very light green, but when I look at this speedo, I feel like I'm in something much older than it is. Little issue, I had this on my Nissan 100NX. Heater only works on full and nothing else, so we'll have to look into that, but at least it does work. We have an aftermarket radio in here, so although I'll be selling my Accord with one I've just bought, I have got another one, so that's pretty cool. And we got a little ashtray thing there, little Toyota blank, got a little clock there. Little 5-speed manual. I think it has had a clutch before. Feels really nice to drive. yeah, it's just a nice drive basically. And yeah, that's it, to be honest. We had the 1.3 lump in it. I'm not bothered by engine, so I can't be able to show you, but it is nice and clean under there. Two things to point out: I bought this car in the dark and the rain, and we were off somewhere that evening, so didn't have much time to look at this car at all really, and it was cold and wet and dark, as I just said. When I test drove this car literally down the road and back, I noticed that the headlights weren't working, so the dip beam would work and the main beam wasn't as such, so I took a risk on this car thinking it could be wiring, or I was hoping it was bulbs. However, the chap, when he showed me the car, he took out a bulb and he said, look, this doesn't look great. So anyway, luckily I went to Halfords, changed the bulbs there and then. I did. It was a bit of a struggle, but I did it in the end, and luckily it was just a bulb issue both sides, so I now have the lights fully working as they should. So yeah, that was how both the headlights looked, so that was definitely the issue as to why they weren't working, luckily. And again, in the daylight, once we cleaned the car up, a big thanks to Martin for helping me with that, I also was checking the levels and the coolant barely had any in it, and in the bottom of the bottle there was all debris and stuff, so we need a bit of a coolant flush on this. So it has now been topped up with coolant, a little bit of oil, and the lights actually work. So yeah, luckily the lights were a little cheap fix, thank goodness. So that's it for this video then. Just wanted to introduce to you the little Starlet. I think this car's a bit of me because it's little like me. It's kind of cute and kind of girly, although I don't usually do girly things. And as I say, I bought it cheap. It's already modified. The only thing I want to do in this car, as far as I feel at the moment, is by getting a cheap set of wheels. I think these are currently on, oh, what were they? So these are currently 13-inch wheels, so 13s, 14s I think would be nice, and I don't want to go too big and get the car looking silly, so little cheap wheels would be nice. And the car's really got touches on it that I like I say, the square plates, the wiper delete, little sun strips, silly little things like that. I'm really happy with. When I turned up, oh, it's got a sun strip, oh, it's got the square number plates, I was well chuffed. So yeah, this is definitely a bit of me, as I say, and it's old as well, and hopefully this car will get the looks that I want it to and the looks it deserves. It's a cool little JDM car. So this will be staying alongside my Type R. As I said in a previous video, the Accord will be going up for sale, and yeah, this is definitely cool. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you like how this car currently sits? Because I do. Just need to change the wheels, and I think it'll be done really, to be honest. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in another video. So yeah, let's take on the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel. I said that wrong, but let's make sure I'm in shot anyway. I don't like that guy being there.